So today has been, I don't know if I would call it productive, but it was not spent in my room watching The Witcher. It was like 50 degrees today, which is insane, global warming. So I went for a walk with my mom and my niece and Miss Bindi, of course. Do you got something stuck to your foot there? Ma'am. Do you need help with that? Do you need help with that? Hey, hey, stop. Let me take this off your foot. Oh, oh! It's burrs. You have to wait for your kid to stop swinging, so you just lay down. Is that a comfortable spot, Bindi? Half grass, half sand? Miss Bindi! Miss Bindi! Hi! You have fun today? Then I came home, went over my plans for baking cookies because I love baking cookies and it's Christmas time. And then I made some chicken strips. Now I'm gonna relax because your girl is eat the chicken strips and read while I do that. It's not time yet. How many times do I? It's not time yet. You have 15 more minutes. Do you know time? She waits in a spot where she can see my room and her own. She waits. Hello, just here to document that this book has me so emotional. Like, I've literally just been crying. Just out here having fun time. Love being a reader, it's just so fun. Okay, so I'm slightly less emotional. I just finished Michigan vs. the Boys. This book was so good. This book is what I wanted Throw-Legged Girl to be. Not necessarily with the abuse that Michigan has to deal with, but just with the way it was written and everything. I liked the way hockey was talked about better than football. I felt in Throw-Legged Girl the football was very over-explained. That may just be because I know a lot about football, but I don't think so. Whereas the hockey in this was just enough to not be too confusing for someone that doesn't know anything about hockey. I will say though, this is very unsettling and uncomfortable to read. There isn't like anything graphically depicted in this, but everything that she goes through made me so angry and so upset, and I was just dealing with this uncomfortable feeling the whole time, yet also was just being driven to finish this because this is so easy to just sit and read once you get into it. Obviously, I've basically read it all in one sitting. I had only been 50 pages in. If you didn't watch my previous vlog, this is about a girl whose high school hockey team gets cut, and so she tries out for the boys team. She makes it, and she endures a lot of hazing, abuse, assault from her teammates. And basically it's her struggling with, do I speak up about this or do I stay silent and just fight through it so that I'm not seen as like a problem or like the girl that's complaining, blah, blah, blah. I really liked the different relationships that we got to see Michigan have. I liked the romance that formed, which wasn't with someone on the team, which I also appreciated. I liked the relationship she had with her family, specifically her brother. I like the relationship she had with this younger girl named Megan, who was also a hockey player, and just the interactions that they had made my heart so warm. And I liked the relationship that she had with her friends, because it wasn't easy, especially with her best friend. There was a lot of sort of rockiness and then coming together, and just, oh, it made me so friggin' emotional. I'm not sure what my rating is. I feel like it's a pretty solid 4.5 for me, just because at one point I was getting like frustrated. I just wanted her to take a stand sooner, I guess. Of course, I understand the struggle that she was going through, but at one point I was just like, please, I'm begging you. But that was pretty much the only thing that I didn't enjoy about this. I will say I'm on the fence with the sort of reaction that her love interest has at one point once everything comes out. Like, I parts understood it and parts was like, you could have been better at that. But then again, you gotta remember these are high schoolers. But yeah, overall this was just a really great sports book that took on a lot of heavy topics and topics that need to be addressed. If you don't like sports, I don't know if this will be your thing, because it is very heavily based on Michigan joining this hockey team and the way that she flourishes on the ice, but has to deal with so much backlash and bullshit from her own team. There were parts that I was like, would this really go this far? Would it really be like that? Is this realistic? But on the back of this, there's a quote, and the quote is by Cassie Campbell Pascal, and it says, "The only Canadian captain, male or female, to lead 2 Olympic hockey teams to gold." And her quote says, "Michigan vs. the Boys is a mature exploration with no sugarcoating of some of the struggles a female goes through playing male-dominated sports, a must-read for those who want to break down barriers in sport." So I would say I trust that recommendation. And yeah, so I would obviously recommend this, but like I said, be wary that it is very heavy. And while it may not be super graphic, like, it explains everything that happens, the writing just isn't like shock value kind of thing, but it still manages to be so very heavy. So just keep that in mind, but otherwise it was so good. Okay, I need some light, so we're gonna open my socks and my chocolate. Day 7 socks. Do you see me not even bothering to break the thing? Oh, it's Olaf. Oh, it's him being so happy, and it says, "I love warm hugs." I need a warm hug after that book. Day 8. Oh, it looks like more Elsa socks. Not gonna lie, Anna's kind of been being gypped here. But these are very cute. I also like how many of these are like ankle socks, so I can be like sporting Frozen, but like no one's gonna even know. And now for some much needed chocolate. We up here in Candy Cane Lane. Oh, I don't know what this is, but I tend to trust anything that comes in a cup. That does it for Vlogmas day 22. We only have 3 days of Vlogmas left, which is insane. And it also means it's almost Christmas. Yeah, see you tomorrow.